I didn't have the chance to watch this yesterday. I have been doing other stuff this morning, finally getting around to watching this. Let's see what happens. Okay, fun. Hey, Venti. It's been a while since we were here, and this place has a lot of lore yet to be shared. Okay. Hey, Fontaine! Also, that was Cheval Maron. Yay, Furina! Okay, chef battle, let's go. Who's gonna be the judge? Okay. That was freezer, alright, sure. Fun thing to kill someone with, a bloody serving tray, okay. Okay. I'm concerned that this is all not going to be in English, or it's going to be the localizers again voicing it, considering this isn't in English. Like, come on. Damn it. He has a neat design, but I'm honestly looking forward to leaving Natlan. At this point, I'm more interested in what's going to lead into... Huh? Okay. Neuvillette! Hi, guy. Huh. A public bath, okay. Keep Neuvillette away, he'll drink the water in it, which is a bit weird. Okay. Ancient Dragon Relic. Wouldn't it link back to Neuvillette then if it's tied to Remuria, if it's in Fontaine? Oh, that's... Okay, Albedo. Let's go. Right. Got my interest. Okay, you two together fighting shit. Fair enough, go ahead. Okay. Murder. Who is that? Oh? Let's go! What on earth is the big floof thing? Interesting concepts. Let's go. Cool design for bosses. Neat. What? How would anyone accomplish that? He'd just kill them. We saw how easy he made it look to restrain child. Nothing could probably touch that man. Ooh! Oh, we might hear a Varka. Okay. Interesting stuff. Let's go. I already got sent these codes. I don't have to worry about this. Okay. Is it Via's?
Special program.
It is!
I'm
hey!
Jackson, the voice of Ressa.
Okay.
I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm
She
the
just
voice of
used the
Eva.
tail thing to eat.
Hey,
What the hell was that
your
expression?
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
and I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen.
Okay,
and
that's a
in
neat
combat.
bit of confirmation.
It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah,
Fun.
I'd say so too, but
So,
honestly,
Neuvillette
I don't
getting
know much about
stabbed.
Escoffier.
Tell me.
Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
We saw Furina.
Absolutely. Let's take
She
a
must
look
have
at
a
her
reaction
profile.
to that. Shirley.
Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh,
Bestowed with the title.
It's
Oh,
famous for
Farina gave a
extremely
title. Yeah,
popular
okay.
and
That
exclusive
makes way too much
Gâteau de
sense.
Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day.
Yeah,
Escoffier
we've
is a
seen her with that
master at
cake
precision
before.
gastronomy,
So it's
which
her
means
makes it.
she
That was
approaches
easy.
cooking
That's a
as
nice
science.
idol.
She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
wow, that's some
So what's the
dedication to her
quote-unquote
craft.
censored
Of
bit from
course,
Farina? I
in
want to see.
Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove.
Oh,
You'd
she's
have had more
Gordon
sense
Ramsay,
making
I
hot
see.
water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow, intense.
Yeah.
I promise.
She's
Escoffier
either
is
meant to be a
actually
representation
very
of Gordon
well
Ramsay or
known
his
for
actual
talent.
teacher.
But when
Two
it comes
very,
to food,
very
she couldn't be
significant
more.
chefs.
It's
with
all for good reason,
reputations
though.
for being quite
Escoffier believes her
vocal
mission
in the
as a chef
kitchen.
is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Okay, that feels like a personal call out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
Hmm.
What happened?
We can't divulge the details right
Damn
now.
it, man!
All will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will
Out
get to take
cold
part
and all
in
that
the
food.
one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Mad.
Special guest.
Even
Nice.
specialized walking cycle for
Okay,
mad.
I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Leave
Oh,
the blubber
I'm
beasts alone.
definitely
They
a
are
believer.
fine.
Okay,
Leave
so
them.
we know
They're
what she can do
good.
in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
This is the most interested I've been in Genshin for a while.
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents.
Is she a
When
buff for
Escoffier's
Neuvillette
elemental
again?
skill or elemental
Could you
burst
make
hits an
him
enemy,
really
she can
broken with
reduce their
freeze by
resistance
using
to
Seat
hydro
Lily?
and
Like,
cryo
look at the other
damage.
characters on
The
this
more
team
hydro
that's
and
shown.
cryo characters in the party, the greater
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
she's a buff for
so it
Neuvillette
looks like
again.
Hades here is stronger,
God
but
damn
the
it.
resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah,
Why?
That's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy
Oh,
doesn't need to
man.
be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so
Hi, Furina.
it seems like any character
Oh.
that deals hydro
Yeah,
or
it makes
cryo
sense that
damage can
actually
benefit from
Ayaka
that
she'd be
talent.
super good for.
I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage.
Wow.
So with her ability to shred resistance, She basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Yeah, she's basically an upgrade
So she can
for
buff the party,
Neuvillette
dish out
comps.
damage,
God damn
and
it.
heal. Wow. Sounds
Why?
like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef.
Okay,
If you
fun.
hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa.
Okay, that's
I've never seen
interesting and
talent
fun.
like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the
Farina's
ingredients
all
yourself?
over this girl. Look,
That's
she's on the
awesome.
com.
Yeah.
Let's
Plus,
go.
she can produce several kinds of dishes this
What
way.
the hell is Gilded
that
Hot?
will be so
Okay,
fun
her
to check out
unique
in-game.
skill.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new
Okay.
5-star polearm,
Oh, God damn it.
Simplicity of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife,
Skip.
will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife, no way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait,
Good.
who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Oh god, no, not again.
Lowly servants, behold the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence! The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow, no way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear, oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao's wisdom is wasted on you. No way, bro. See you later. Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kukuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude,
Don't
you
subject
know
me
the
to this.
Hang in there, bro.
you too, huh? Man, this bro thing
kill
is
me.
really taking off.
Well, Kukuku is just that infectious.
No.
So, travelers met
Cute.
Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you'd never ask, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan.
Mm-hmm.
In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kukuku's life, and now, of course, Kukuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard a how got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? A how was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
Neuvillette.
I
Pass.
guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency,
Funny.
Kukuku could help him get there in no time.
How is that bird carrying him?
He's known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kukuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject,
This
if
is
there are
so
any travelers
silly.
who
I
haven't done the
kind
part
of
the
rate
Ocean
it.
Atlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's
Okay.
good bro, Kukuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Okay.
Nice. So
Interesting.
What kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce
I'm
one
a
of his
healer,
talents
but
first.
loads of gun.
When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of
Okay.
Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice.
Oh.
Putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive.
Really
and he helps
specific.
with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku's diamond.
Oh, definitely that, but still.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6.
Yeah, okay.
The Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game.
So,
Now,
yes.
let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
Our Natlan character.
Hey,
is on
look
team?
in the back.
Is it because of a
Farina,
festival or something?
Farina
Not
with
a festival,
with
an
Navi
amusement
and
club
with
organized
Escoffier.
by
Let's
Navia
go.
And the Spina di Rasula.
Ooh.
Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanish
Okay.
and Risley to cross paths.
A Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
I want to
right?
see the girls.
Actually
I'm
have
not
a few
interested
sneak
in
peeks
that.
to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kanich? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way
bloody
to
counts,
Fontaine
that's
and happened
stupid.
to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Meronia.
Oh,
Aurora
good
thinks
job.
Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh, no.
Poor Neuvillette.
And well. Well,
Grabs
what
him
about
by
this
the
then?
head,
Isn't he
squeezes
going
hard.
To come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Neuvillette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh no.
I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are two dragons in this picture.
Yes,
So,
there are.
Does that mean Neuvillette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
To be fair, I am
I
interested to
kinda
know if he
picture
can
it, but I
understand
just
them.
know it's gonna be
As if it's like a
hilarious.
native language.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Paulina's back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research
Yes,
on that fake
she did.
story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board,
What a
Lapine
way to
Pauline
introduce
might
herself.
be in a better position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah.
You're
okay.
correct.
Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
Cheval Moran.
And how do we make
Not
sure we don't
Cheval
run it
Moran.
into
That's
the
not how it's
ground?
pronounced.
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's Movie Masterpieces, where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park.
Oh, for God's sake, alright.
Recruits are Fontainian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support.
Okay.
So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
They don't even give you a cheaper version of Escoffier's weapon. Rude.
Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense, travelers. In the second half of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the Chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to, and best of luck on your polls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
Skipping. After I see the image. Oh, what the hell? Ah! Furina! This is charming, at least. Ha! Making the Furina cake. Oh. Hey. Now.
Shrouded Bloom Festival. The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
Yet again, who's he?
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Fun.
Nice voice.
Oh, nice.
Aw, shucks, thanks.
The background
we
suits
finally make it back to Mondstadt,
the
and
stories
Albedo's on
info.
trial.
Nice.
I know, I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So
Okay,
I saw
fun.
Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Yeah, who's the child?
That's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so
Ah,
he
okay.
works with Barbara, Rosaria,
He's a bit
and other
puny.
members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah,
Ha!
very interesting.
Ha!
Sounds like a very important.
Does he know the
figure.
truth?
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice. But
Okay,
on the
fun.
first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexenzirkel. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her.
We'll find out.
Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right, and now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend
Fun.
Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Big floof. The elemental. Rude.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial.
Hi.
The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply.
Yeah, I'm
Look
not
closely,
surprised.
And you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase.
Yes.
One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexenzirkel?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick
I'd be
piece of
interested if it
advice.
was Mona's master.
The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So, we know there's murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexenzirkel trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover.
Yes.
You know, if you think about it,
Fun.
first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended
The
in
name
death.
of this version
Then, a
also
similar crisis
is making a
happened in
point of
Liyue,
it's
and
against.
now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
That probably
Yeah,
is.
But look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah,
and then
probably, based on the
travelers can
title.
Give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
Okay.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The active
fun.
gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins? Haha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions.
That's fun.
The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
Hey.
All right. Moving
Kitty.
on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested. Travelers can also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
Me.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers
go.
will even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Oh, okay. It's the actual scheduling. Fine.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's
Okay.
jump right into
I like that
system
last one.
optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive. which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level-up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginary
Okay, good.
Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. Alright, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Okay.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Nice.
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Okay, that's
Similarly,
good.
at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Map pins have also been optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start
choice.
fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
Okay.
That's right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
£155. That other one was rude. Not worth, but whatever.
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Music's gonna
Look
be
at the
so
puny
cool.
traveler.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and
Yes.
defeat the new boss on the
I'm still
chessboard.
stunned they said
And I
Neuvillette
can't
got
wait for you
stabbed.
to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini-games are always so fun and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. Well, and with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye.
That was a good special program. I actually really rate it. I do think that the Neuvillette being stabbed ties into probably Escoffier's story, which is why she would have spent time in the Fortress of Meripede. As for the trial relating to Albedo, that is super hype because more involvement with the Hexenzirkel, more potential information well, Venti seeking out Alice means that things are really going wrong, and he has purposefully kept information from us regarding the heavenly principles in the state of Teyvat. So we're going to get a lot of lore, hopefully, which will be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. So, I will actually anticipate playing the version. Hopefully you guys got some fun out of this. Escoffier, another buff for Neuvillette. Very funny for me. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Take care, guys.